Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
How many of y'all, raise your hand if you drink Bud Light? How many of y'all drink that good old Bud Light? Well, Bud Light recently did a little campaign with a transgender TikTok star, and I believe put the transgender's face on a Budweiser can, on a Bud Light can, and let's just say that Bud Light is a staple amongst good Christian, white, heterosexual men, but you know what? Not even just white, okay? Black. I'ma just tell you, Bud Light is a man's beer, okay? And we ain't gonna have all these transformers on the goddamn can. And if you put these transmuters on the goddamn can, then we gonna boycott you. Okay. Now, Florida chain of 3 restaurants recently said it was removing Bud Light beer from its menu because of biblical faith. That's right, biblical faith, following the company's decision to partner with a transgender person. In a Facebook post on Monday, Joe Penovich, the owner of the Grilled Seafood Deck and Tiki Bar, responded to a post accusing the chain of throwing out Bud Light bottles and kegs because of the beer brand's partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, a transgender influencer. The chain's restaurants are in Port Canaveral, Melbourne, and Orlando. The Facebook post denied claims by employees that beer was being thrown out, but said, "It is true. We made the decision to remove Bud Light because of their support of something that is in direct opposition to our biblical faith." Let's clap it up for that. The post continued, "Setting aside a deeper dive into our biblical viewpoints for now, we believe transgenderism is a social experiment causing irreversible damage to a growing population of younger and younger children. We will not align with it in any way." I'm sorry, a tear almost came to my eye. Damn, they spoke so eloquently. Whew. You know what? Let's read that again. It says, "Setting aside a deeper dive into our biblical values for now, we believe transgenderism is a social experiment causing irreversible damage to a growing population of younger and younger children. We will not align with it in any way," quote unquote. The chain's announcement follows the ongoing controversy surrounding Bud Light and its parent company, Anheuser-Busch, after a decision to partner with Mulvaney, who was given a customized Bud Light can earlier this month. The can was intended to promote Mulvaney's video series, Days of Girlhood. What? about the 365 days since they put her transition to a woman, but we know that the real thing is his. Since the partnership, Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch have been the target of a backlash and calls to boycott the beer brand. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. How dare you put that transmuter on our cans? Ooh, I'm mad. Oh, I know they was mad. In his Facebook post, Penovich said, "There's no judgment in our heart concerning those who believe in these rapidly changing social values, but there is a lie being levied that we and other Christians hate." So this is a lie being levied that we and other Christians hate Dylan Mulvaney and the gay community. Nothing can be further from the truth in our hearts and minds. Our decision was made with many tears for this circumstance, and what we see as corporate greed and a deeper spiritual reality coming upon this world. Okay, yeah, I don't know if you need to be crying over this shit. I mean, I wouldn't have to make no damn tears to make the damn decision, but I guess y'all try to make it sound like shit was hard for y'all. So okay, I guess that's what you wanted your statement to say, Penovich. But I smell cap. Penovich also said in the post that he had sent a letter to Anheuser-Busch's corporate office that explains the chain's decision to remove the beer from its menu. We are prayerfully asking God how to separate from corporations such as Anheuser-Busch that are promoting and attempting to profit from this social experiment, the post said. Wow. I really like this. Newsweek reached out by phone to Grill Seafood Deck and Tiki Bar for further comment. In response to the criticism directed by Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch, the parent company CEO, Brendan Whitworth, issued a statement saying, "We never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. We are the business of bringing people together over a beer." And so what they do after that, they put out a whole nother campaign. They try to switch now back to the Clydesdales and all this other shit because they knew that was some bullshit. And the people are really not having this. Like, they're trying to force so much shit down our throat. And it's like they thought it was going to go much easier. But like the people are like, yo, man, I'm sorry. But no. 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 We not with this shit. You got men fighting women and MMA and all this type of shit, calling themselves women, swimming against them, wrestling. Like, stop it. Stop it. Y'all fucking with the family values. You've been fucking with family values. You didn't want the black man in the house, or else the woman couldn't get welfare and all that type of shit. You've been telling the black woman, man, I don't need no man. I'm a strong, independent black woman. I'm his mother and his father. And then you see what happened with that social experiment. You see what happened with that social experiment. Now here's a new one. Here's a new social experiment. But you see how certain white people are standing up for themselves and saying, I'm not going to be a part of this. And if I got to hide behind religion, then I'll do that. But I'm not going to be a part of this insanity that you're trying to foist on society. and they're going to put their money where their mouth is. They're going to boycott and separate themselves from entities that are trying to perpetuate this. I think there's something to be learned here. Guess what? Money talks. Like when you have a franchise, this sounds like this, this little chain, for them to decide to not carry Anheuser-Busch products anymore. That ain't no little bit, they probably spending millions a year. And now they're not getting that anymore. So now when you start dealing with people's bottom line, that's going to really see how committed they are to some of these social experiments. When we just stop fucking with everybody that's trying to push that type of shit on us. From the Anheuser-Busch's to the VH1s and ABCs and all of these, whoever's doing it, we not fucking with you. That's the type of shit. And not just this issue. Not just this issue, but there's a lot of issues that we don't agree with as righteous people, as people of God. And you can't serve two masters. So at some point, we're going to have to separate ourselves and detach from the insanity that, again, is being foisted upon us. Yeah. So, I don't really drink beer like that. And if I do drink beer, I'd rather go with a straight up Bud than a Bud Light. If I was drinking Bud at all, I'm not really, what beer I like? It's not like they pay me to say this or anything like that. But I like Stella Artois. If I'm going to drink a beer, that's usually what I go for. Apparently Corona has some bullshit in it. Corona has some sort of ingredient that's also found in antifreeze. So I don't fuck with Corona. Heineken's a little heavy to me. Modelo, I don't really like the aftertaste. Stella Artois is a good. I don't really like those IPAs either, Teacher Maria. I'm sorry. Those, I'm a smoker. I'm not, when I drink, I really like that yak and Coke. You know what I mean? But when I do drink a beer, Stella Artois. That's right. She says Stella Artois is yummy. Oh, now I will fuck with a Red Stripe, but Red Stripe's not something that you see all the time. Like, you know what I mean? You're not going to go into the average establishment and they're not going to have Red Stripe. You got to be in certain places to come across Red Stripe. But yes, Red Stripe is a good beer. Yeah, leave them Coronas alone. Somebody said Milwaukee's. Milwaukee's best. Well, I'd rather not Hennessy, Teacher Maria. Maybe Remy Martin. See, because Hennessy is a VS. I like the VSOP. You need that OP on the end of it, OP. But you don't want to go OD on the OP, you know what I mean?